Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Today is November 18th, 2024, and we are looking at Proverbs chapter 18. Random, I am sorry you were unable to hear me yesterday during the sermon. We had technical difficulties from moment one yesterday, and I still have to figure out some of them, but I hope you were able to hear some of it. Hopefully I talked up loud enough that you were able to pick some of what I was laying down. But if not, well, I am sorry for that. So, today we're looking at Proverbs 18. You know, we're going into a season where we're going to be surrounded with people that are excited about life. But for many of us, it's going to be a very difficult season. We have negative memories from past, or we have the joy of people can bring us down. I don't know how to say it in a way that makes sense. If you've experienced it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But we're going into that season when life gets busy. Everybody says, well, I'm done with vacations or whatever, and so things are going to slow down. No, they get busier. Life never slows down. It just keeps ramping up, right? And this time of year, there's a thing that many of us like to do. We pull back into ourselves. We may be present in a room full of people and be all by ourselves. Have you ever experienced that? It's for some of us, it gets even worse. We actually pull back and don't go around people, which is worse yet. In Proverbs 18, verse 1, it says, "The one who isolates himself pursues selfish desire. He rebels against all sound judgment." As I was looking at that this morning, I didn't even go and look at the Hebrew in it. But as I was reading that, pursues selfish desires, I realized it was telling me, when you isolate yourself, even if it's in a room full of people, you are seeking your own destruction. I tell people all the time, you got to be around other people. And so I find myself in those positions where I'm around people. I know this is going to be really hard to believe, and most people don't believe me when I say this, but I really am not a people person. This is what God makes me do. Let me rephrase that. This is what God said I needed to do, and I joyfully said, "Yes, Lord." But it's not easy for me, and so I am good at showing up, being present, and isolating in my head. And I need to change those thought processes today. Now, I don't do it all the time, and I'm way better at it today than I was 10 years ago. But I realize, and I've read this verse, like I've said, I do this every month, and I've done it for 17 years. So I've read it a few times, right? 12 times 17, whatever that is. Almost every single time God reminds me that I can't do life alone. I'm grateful for recovery because, as I said in my sermon yesterday, the steps, they remind us constantly there is no I in sanctification or recovery. There is only we. I can't do it alone. And just because I'm around people doesn't mean I'm not trying to do it alone. I need to let people in. So, today, I've reached out already to an accountability partner and talked to them a little bit about some stuff. And I'm meeting with my sponsor in a little while. I'm going to be going to a meeting tonight. Wednesday night I'll be at a meeting. Friday I will be at a fellowship. Sunday I will be at church all day. You see, I can be around those people, but unless I actually open up and am vulnerable, it doesn't do me any good. I'm grateful for a church family and a recovery family that allows me to do that. I'm grateful for accountability partners and for my sponsor. I'm grateful for my mentors that I have that I can be real with. My question to you is, are you going to be that person that isolates and find yourself looking at destruction, rebelling against all sudden judgment? Or this year, are you going to participate in the world around you and find the joy of what God has called you to do in saying, yes, Lord? Guys, I love y'all. I hope you have a great day. God bless.